you think you have an attention problem. Wrong. You have an environment problem. Average people sit down to work and get distracted in 30 seconds. Elite performers, they lock in for 4, 5, even 6 hours straight. Same brain, same dopamine system, different rules. Cal Newport wrote an entire book about this, Deep Work. Most people read it and still scroll TikTok 10 minutes later. Why? Because you don't need motivation. You need systems that make distraction impossible. I'm going to show you 5 habits that train deep focus so well, it starts to feel unfair. And by the end of this, you won't recognize how you used to work. Chapter 1. Kill the illusion of multitasking. Most people think multitasking makes them efficient. Wrong. It makes you stupid. Stanford researchers found heavy multitaskers perform worse on memory, attention, and task switching. You think you're doing 3 things at once? You're actually doing all of them badly. But here's the problem, though. Your brain isn't built for switching. Every time you switch tasks, you pay a cost. University of California found it takes 23 minutes to fully refocus after an interruption. 23 minutes. You get distracted every 5 minutes. Do the math. You never actually focus. Elite performers don't multitask. They eliminate options. One tab, one task, one direction. Steve Jobs wore the same outfit every day. Not because he was lazy. Because decisions kill focus. What average people do? 20 tabs open. Notifications on. Music, messages, chaos. What elites do? Silence. Single task, no exits. Your brain stops negotiating. It obeys. Chapter 2. Train boredom. Like a muscle. Most people think focus is about stimulation. Wrong. It's about boredom tolerance. You can't focus because your brain is addicted to novelty. Dopamine spikes from scrolling, then crashes when you try to work. So work feels painful. But here's the thing, though. Focus isn't natural anymore. You trained it out of yourself. Psychologists call this dopamine dysregulation. Your brain expects constant rewards. Elite performers reverse this. They train boredom. Cal Newport calls it attention resistance. Simple rule, sit, do nothing. No phone, no stimulation. 5 minutes, then 10, then 20. It feels uncomfortable. Good. That's your brain rewiring. Monks do this through meditation. Athletes do it through repetitive drills. You scroll. And then wonder why you can't concentrate. What average people do? Avoid boredom at all costs. What elites do? Lean into it. Because boredom is the gateway to deep focus. Chapter 3. The 90-minute lock-in. Most people think focus is about willpower. Wrong. It's about timing. Your brain works in cycles, ultradian rhythms, about 90 minutes each. Psychologist Anders Ericsson, father of deliberate practice, observed this in elite performers. They don't work 8 hours straight. They work in brutal, focused sprints. Then they stop. But here's the problem, though. You work until exhaustion. Then your brain shuts down. And you think you're lazy? You're not lazy, you're inefficient. Elite performers structure their focus. 90 minutes, no interruptions. Then 20 to 30 minutes recovery. Repeat, that's it. No hero grinding. No 6-hour burnout sessions. Just clean, repeatable intensity. What average people do? Work distracted for 6 hours? What elites do? Work focused for 90 minutes. Guess who wins? Hit subscribe before you forget this. Seriously. You'll watch this, feel smart, then go back to your old habits. We fixed that here. Chapter 4. Create artificial stakes. Most people think they can focus whenever they want. Wrong. Focus needs pressure. Without stakes, your brain doesn't care. Robert Bjork calls this desirable difficulty. When something feels important, your brain encodes it deeper. But here's the thing, though. Your life has no urgency. Deadlines are soft, consequences are weak, so your brain relaxes. Elite performers manufacture pressure. Public deadlines, time constraints, accountability. Writers announce launch dates. Athletes compete publicly. Students study like their future depends on it. Because sometimes it does. What average people do? I'll do it later. What elites do? This must be done now. Same task, different intensity. And intensity creates focus. Chapter 5. Environment over discipline. Most people think discipline is the key. Wrong. Environment beats discipline every time. You don't need more willpower. You need fewer distractions. James Clear talks about this. Make good habits easy. Make bad habits impossible. But here's the problem, though. Your environment is built for distraction. Phone next to you. Notifications on. Noise everywhere. You're trying to focus in a battlefield. Elite performers design their environment. Phone in another room. Website blockers, clean desk, noise control. Some even use extreme methods. Writers locking themselves in cabins. Developers working offline. Students using apps that literally block the internet. Why? because willpower runs out. Environment doesn't. What average people do? Rely on discipline. What elites do? Remove temptation. And suddenly, focus becomes automatic. Now you have it. 5 habits, no magic. No talent required, just systems. But here's the problem, though. Even if you do all of this, there's still one thing killing your focus. And it's invisible. Your brain might be working against you, without you even realizing it. That's why I made this video breaking down the hidden dopamine traps that destroy your focus every day. Watch it next, because if you don't fix that, none of this will matter.